What's up, everybody? So, guys, it's gonna get crazy. It's gonna get crazy. It's gonna get crazy. It's gonna get crazy. So, what's going on, everybody? Thank you guys for being here. So excited for what happened today or earlier today. But we're gonna get into also a couple other things. We're gonna get into the 2099 Spider-Man. We're getting into Miles. We're getting into Gwen. So get ready, guys. But let's see who's with us today, real quickly. We got Louis in the house. What's going on, my friend? Thank you for being here. I was starting to lose hope if these collectors weren't going to live Judas. Now, so unfortunately, streaming is a few. This guy, unbelievable. We got Peyton in the house. What's going on, my friend? Thank you for being here. We got William in the house. This guy's never here. That's a first. You ever dance with the? Ooh, that sounds familiar. Where's that from? Is that from the first Batman? I think. Doc Bat in the house. What's going on, my friend? Thank you for being here. We got Bobby in the house. What's going on, my friend? Talia in the house. What's going on? Let's see. We got member. Oh my god. Yeah, it was not my fault. It was Flavio's fault. Flavio's logging in right now, so he's gonna come join me. He's at work. He's on break. Joker J in the house. What's going on, my friend? All right, guys. So we're gonna get right into it because it's crazy. All right. So first and foremost, guys, I know a lot of people have been not happy, very, very upset, very, very angry with this figure here. So, what is the problem with this figure, right? The problem with this figure is that number one, this is not what we're used to from Hot Toys, right? But you have to understand that this is movie accurate, period. That's why we buy Hot Toys, right? Movie accuracy. They're exactly like the movies, correct? So, what is the problem with this figure? It's exactly like the movie, right? Is it not? Am I wrong? You're getting luminous effect on the whole body like we did for Black Panther, right? Which is great. But aesthetically, it doesn't look nice whatsoever. I actually just posted the 2099 that came out from the video game, the Spider-Man video game. Obviously, that looks way better than this. But it looks way better because it's a completely different figure. It's a figure from a video game. This is from a movie, an animated movie at that, right? So, what's the problem? The problem is that it looks like a 7-inch, regular 7-inch regular show. Welcome, my friend. Thank you for being here. So, that's what happens. This is 1,000% accurate. The articulation that you're going to get out of this body is going to be incredible, right? It's going to be incredible. The figure is great. The figure is 1,000% great. Everything about it. There is absolutely nothing wrong with the figure. Look at the web effects, how sick that is. It looks like straight cables. The fact that it glows, you got that magnetic cape. It's a great figure, guys, but obviously at first glance, it's like, wait, what the hell is this? This is a Marvel Legends toy. And that's exactly what it looks like. But it looks like this because it's supposed to be from the movie, and it's supposed to be movie accurate, period, point blank. You don't have to buy this. You don't have to like it. But is there something wrong with the figure? Absolutely not. Absolutely, there's nothing wrong with the figure whatsoever. Not even a little bit. Yes, again, it doesn't look pretty. All those exposed joints, all those seams, that's not pretty at all. That's not good looking at all. Is it screen accurate? 1,000,000,000%. So that's what we gotta deal with. You know what I mean? Is it going to be for everybody? It's not going to be for everybody. What do you think of this figure? What did you think when you saw the announcement? Were you like, what the hell is this too?
Yeah, well, first off, thanks for having me by Fab. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Um Yeah, when I first seen this, I don't know. I don't know what to think. But the first thing I thought was just, why are there so many exposed joints? It just looked like a huge, almost like a, not to throw shade on anybody or like a Mayfex or something like that. Like it just didn't look like
It's not a
what
hot
Hot
toy.
Toys
It
is.
looked like it was
It,
not a hot toy.
not what they're known for,
Right.
right? And I just, you know, I'm skeptical on this one. I don't know. I'm torn because it's coming from a line and a movie that I'm a fan of. I got the first Miles, and we all knew that this guy was going to be a part of this movie, and hopefully they executed it differently, and they didn't. But what are you going to do?
So another thing, guys, this head sculpt is beautiful.
Oh yeah, on the
This
body
thing,
too. It looks really nice.
it looks very nice. This head sculpt is beautiful. Again, I haven't seen the movie. So I don't know if he looks like this, but I can tell you, not even knowing what he looks like, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. How he looks menacing, how he looks mean, he looks angry. I love the head sculpt a lot. I'm not very happy with the figure whatsoever, like a lot of people are, just because this is not Hot Toys. This is not what I would expect from Hot Toys, but the figure is spot on. There's nothing wrong with the figure whatsoever. It's maybe it's something that we're not used to getting from Hot Toys 100%. Hot Toys, especially, and I know who's suffering really right now are the people who are constantly complaining about seamless arms
Seamless arms.
every time they get a figure that doesn't come with a seamless arm. Those people right now are crying.
They're pulling their hair out right now.
Exactly. Another thing you guys got to remember. This is movie accurate, period, point blank, at end of story. You don't have to like it. You don't have to buy it. So you have to understand that there are going to be people who are just weren't going to buy this to begin with, okay? They were not buying this, period. They just weren't because of how it looks, because of whatever, right? They were just not buying it. So what do? To justify not buying the figure, and this doesn't happen only with this figure, but I'm using this figure as an example so you guys understand what happens in the community. So you have people who weren't going to buy this to begin with, right? So what do?
Right.
They jump on the fact that it's not aesthetically pleasing, so therefore they start bashing the hell out of it. Oh, look at the joints. Oh, this sucks. Oh, Hot Toys is crap. Oh, blah, blah. You weren't buying this anyway, so just leave it alone and move on. What happens is people who do that, they start creating a little clique.
Like a buzz.
Yeah, of people just talking negative about it. You know what I mean? Which, again, it's their opinion. There's nothing wrong with it. But this is what happens in the community. You'll have somebody that wasn't going to buy it anyway. Because, I understand if you are going to buy the figure and you're like, oh, man, it sucks, which is what I do all the time. If I see something that sucks, I'm going to tell you it sucks. But when I buy it, I'm going to tell you how I feel about it because I know I'm going to buy it. A lot of people just talk about figures, badly about figures at that, and they were never going to buy to begin with. That's what's not acceptable. Can you have an opinion? Absolutely. But you're bashing something that you don't have, number one. Number two, that you weren't going to buy anyway, but just to feel good about yourself, not buying the figure, you're bashing the figure. And that's sad. And that's what I don't like.
Yeah.
Let's see who's in here. Totally in the house. What's going on? Thank you for being here. What'd you say?
There's even people like that, that you can go into like these Facebook groups and stuff and even tell that they don't even collect to begin with. Like,
right.
Like that they're not even, doing that at all. Like they don't even buy at all.
Correct.
And they're just, in the community just because they want to be, in it to a certain extent, whatever the case may be.
And you have to remember, that's a good point too. You got to remember too that pay attention, and I've said this multiple times, pay attention to the people who are quick to bash stuff and look to see where they post their collection constantly. You'll never see it. You'll never see it. The most outspoken people are the ones that don't really, and they could have, for all we know, they could have the biggest collections, right?
Right.
We don't know that because they never post anything that they collect
anyway,
or
right.
own or buy or anything. You know what I mean? So that's why you have to be very careful, who you listen to and why it's very important to develop your own opinions and your own mindset about certain things, because if you're not that type of person, you're easily be swayed on whichever way, you're already more susceptible in going. Meaning, if for whatever reason, you're a fan of the Spider-Man movie, right? You're like, oh man, the movie was great. Or even if you're a fan of the original figures that came out, you're like, oh, I got to get these. You see this 2099, you're gonna be like, whoa, what the hell is this? Right? But it does not mean that you're not going to buy the figure. It's just you're apprehensive about it. You're like, wait a minute, like what's going on here?
Right.
When you start seeing negative comments right after that, your first thought is going to be, they're right.
They're right, yeah.
So
Or I shouldn't do this too.
Exactly. So there you go, and you go completely lost interest of a figure that could have been great in your collection, could have been great. You could have been very happy. We don't know what this is going to look like in hand, what it's going to feel like in hand. You know what I mean? Right now, we're talking about what it looks like. But
I think this is a perfect example right here, because, in my eyes and in my mind, first time I saw this, boom, completely negative because I saw all the joints and everything. But right after that, what company is this being made by? Hot Toys. I already know it's going to be a nice, sturdy, thick body.
Yeah.
I know when I get it in hand, it's going to feel like a whole unit itself versus than me just subconsciously looking at it right now. It looks like it's all loosey-goosey just because you see the joints visible. I saw this at first and thought this was like a bad idea. Ask me if I'm still getting it. You'll probably still see me pick it up. I'm going to pick it up because I have no choice. Like, I love Spider-Man. So, if I'm going to go in on this line, I might as well pick up, him as well. And with that being said, I still haven't gotten Spider-Gwen from the first movie. I don't know if she's still on Sideshow, but
should be.
As well for that 2099 suit from the VGM line. I never picked that up, but you better believe it, whenever I get around to a good time, those are all figures that I'll still pick up. So, hearing everybody bash this figure and this and that, you also gotta, think to yourself and question yourself, are these people bashing it, and are they probably going to get it as well? So, don't always go by what, you hear on group chats and, Facebook groups and all of stuff like that. If you really care for a figure, care for a line or an IP, that's all that should matter.
One thing you mentioned that was a very good point. We're looking at this as a cheap figure. It's like, oh, it looks like a Marvel Legends. It looks like this. It looks like a Mafex, all that stuff, right? But you have to understand, this is Hot Toys. So this is not going to feel like any of that. You know what I mean? Nope. This is going to be a sturdy body. The articulation is going to be on point. Everything about this is going to be perfect. Again, it doesn't look pretty. No, it doesn't at all. But the figure is going to be a nice figure in hand. Is it something you need to pre-order? I'm not going to pre-order it. There's no need. Am I going to get it? You bet your ass I'm going to get this thing. The reason why I'm not pre-ordering is because there's nothing exclusive about it. I don't know how many they made. Nobody knows how many they made. So, it's a risk that I'm willing to take. I don't think that this figure is going to fly off the shelves by any means, again, because of what it looks like. But that does not mean that it's not going to look good in the collection, that it's not going to look good, having the figure. So that's what I go by. Again, from experiences, that's my mentality. That's how I think. I don't just automatically just shut something off because somebody said so. And again, that was my first thought. I was like, what the hell is this? Where are they headed? The problem is not the figure. The problem is,
what's the future of Hot Toys?
Exactly. No, like I was like, where is this? Why are they doing this? Because we know that Hot Toys does not do this. So my first thought was, what the hell's going on? Right. So seeing that, like I was saying, the problem wasn't how they made the figure. The problem is whoever drew the character to look like that. You know what I mean?
Right.
So again, because it's a cartoon, there's no problem with it. It looks exactly what it's supposed to look like in a cartoon, and we're getting the figure exactly what it looks like in the cartoon. So that's why I don't care for stuff like that, and I will never just shut off a figure without ever having it in my hand. You know what I mean? I could talk about it all day and say it's trash, it's ugly, it's this and that, but until I have it in hand, I can't really be 100% sure about all that because I don't have it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Bobby says, I don't have much bad to say about a figure, but I don't think I personally pay. That's another thing. Price point. Is it worth it's going to come out almost $300. Is it worth it? Absolutely not. That's another reason why I'm not pre-ordering, because I know that hopefully I'll be able to get it cheaper one way or another using points, using a coupon code, something. But is it worth the full price? Absolutely not. Does that mean it's a bad figure? Absolutely not. It's just very, very highly priced for what I think it's worth to me. Somebody, there's many people who are going to pre-order this thing. By all means, God bless. Why not? I just won't do that. You know what I mean? His dong's too. You guys are insane. You guys are insane. So I'll get this from that. Yeah, that's the thing. It just, is it worth it? Spider-Gwen is not on Sideshow anymore. Okay. Yeah, if you guys, I have one in the raffle, by the way. So if you guys are looking for one, it's in the raffle, or you could buy it if you're interested in buying it. Message me, and then we'll figure out a price for you if it's something you really want. But I do have one brand new sealed. So now, guys, still in the topic of Across the Spider-Verse, we're gonna get into the Miles figure. So we got, let me see. There we go. So now they apparently did a brand new suit, right? This is a whole new look. Remember that we had gotten the shorts look also for the original Miles. Now this is, a 2.0 and a different look added to it, which I think is beautiful. I love this look a lot.
Yeah, it does look really nice.
No, it looks awesome. Many of you may know that I have 3 Miles Morales displayed right now from Into the Spider-Verse movie, and I believe I should have one sealed. I would do the same for this, but it's unnecessary at this point, so I'm not getting 2 of these to display this look and the Miles look, right? I don't need it. So what I plan on doing, and hopefully this works, is, so this is the exclusive head sculpt that I hope fits into the old body of Miles. And obviously ordering the special edition, I'll get this head sculpt, use it on the old Miles, and be able to use up the figure with this look. So that's my goal, because I don't need 4 of these. You know what I mean? I already have 3. There's no need for 4. So that's my goal. Again, hopefully, see, like, to get it like this, hopefully that'll work. Updated suit material looks like. Was it necessary? It is what it is. They're just showing you that they're getting fancier, that they can do stuff like that. But I love this look. What do you think? What do you think about the looks?
I think it looks amazing, man. Like, honestly, like, I think the civil clothes, all the outfitted suits that he has, I think they look a lot more tailored. They look a lot more detailed and fit to the body than the original Miles version,
Right.
with the clothes that he got originally. I think they, on the first release, and it was the movie itself and the outfits that he wore in the movie, but I think on the first release for the figure itself, it was they slid into it a lot easier. Rather, on this one, they were just like, you know what, let's go, balls to the wall. Let's put multiple different layers on him, tailor it up nice. You got the hoodie, you got the basketball jersey, and you have this big overcoat on him.
Yeah,
I love it.
The puffy coat is my favorite part of the whole thing.
I think that it's my favorite look because it looks the most New York. You know what I mean?
That's exactly why. Because it looks New York City 100%.
Right. But I mean, other than that, it's, same figure, Miles body. I had no problems with the first release. I think, the proportions to the suited up Miles figure was really, really good. And it looks like they carried that over here. The articulation in that figure was amazing. So I can't wait to see this one again. The only thing, I mean, and I still have to watch the movie, but I still think the first release for me with the suited up version, the spider suit, is my favorite. I like that splatter look on the chest versus this one. It has a more pointed, spider logo on the legs, and just those panel lines going down the underarms and down along the body. I think it looks really good. Don't get me wrong, but aesthetically, I don't think it was much of a drastic change for me to be like,
Correct.
this
Correct.
one's better. You know what I mean?
Correct.
I think I still love the original one better, but together, I think they'll both do really good things.
And they specifically on purpose, did this to be able to sell you on the new figure. You know what I mean? They
Right.
could have easily given you just the old suit again, and people would have been like, absolutely not. But they
Right.
update this to give you again a new look. So you have one that's 1.0, and then obviously the 2.0 should look different. So I understand that.
Right.
Another
I
thing,
do
guys,
think
go ahead.
I was gonna say I do think you are right in the fact of the compatibility between the two releases. I think that's definitely going to be a case because I mean specifically with this picture, this is the one picture that I didn't like just off of the first look, and I sound crazy because this is the head sculpt here, but I feel like it's very defined where his hairline is, where it looks like the hair is gonna pop off, where the hair pieces swap, and um, I think you're going to be able to swap out the hair pieces from the original version to this version's head sculpt, and vice versa. I think they just didn't really put it out there on the pictures because I feel like maybe they just thought it was self-explanatory. But I know William Cote he commented on in the group about this release, the picture. He was confused on how um, the body was going to work with the silicone neck and all that because he saw it in the civil clothes all with no suit under his neck. I think they're just not telling you all of that because it's just going to be just like the first release. So I think all those head sculpts and the hair pieces and all that stuff is going to be interchangeable.
I hope so. I hope that's true because, like I said, that's my goal with it. I love this new head. We get the rolling eyes feature. The one thing I mean, at least from the pictures, you could see like where the hair is gonna pop off from him.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I don't
So
like
that's
that
kind of
much.
like, yeah, it's kind of like annoying. Like you could have made that a little bit better, and then try to play it off like with the fade. You know what I mean? Like they
Yeah.
try to like make it look like
The
the
first one
faded.
wasn't like that much. The
That's
first
what
one
I'm
was
saying.
nice and flush.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I don't like this right now. I don't know why they did that. It just looks like a
But
cloud on top.
that's another thing though. That's what's making me think this is way far out. They haven't completely tightened it up. Maybe it looks like that because they're trying to find the way for it to lay perfectly on both head sculpts on the previous one as well without it looking, you know what I mean?
That would be great if they go that route to be able to interchange stuff. That'd be
That
awesome.
would be nice. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Using different head sculpt, the different head sculpts on the different body. Look at this. This is cool. This is the villain, I guess, from the movie. I like how they
Yeah.
give you his arm and stuff like that. That's really cool with
I
those
didn't
little
think I
portals.
didn't think they were really going to add those in until I seen the like live pictures. I thought they were just like effects for the pictures here. They looked really cool though.
I think they're doing that villain too. I think it's a no-brainer for them to do that villain. You know what I mean? I think it's
But
easy money.
he will come out just like the 2099 guy. He's going to have a lot of joints and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, no, it's gonna be. They're all gonna be the same look. You know what I mean? It's gonna be that type of uh of figure. So
Design, yeah.
we get all this stuff, guys. I'm excited for this figure a lot. Actually, I love the
Yeah.
miles. They look really, and I'm again mostly for this New York City look.
Yep.
I love that look. I can't wait for it. Just very very excited. Look, this accessory is the only. So I'm not pre-ordering 2099, but I am pre-ordering Miles because of this, obviously. And I don't think Gwen is gonna come with anything exclusive as of now.
No.
So I don't think I'm gonna pre-order her. I mentioned, I have two of her displayed. I have one sealed. I don't think I'm gonna need a third one. See, she looks exactly the same here. The only difference, I think, it's the shoes that she's wearing, if I'm not
And
mistaken.
are her like arm gauntlets different by any chance?
Yeah, I think
I'm
yeah,
not
I
too
think
sure.
I think this is a little different here as well. So Very minor differences. Is it enough to get the new figure? It depends. I may not. If I find it cheap, then why not? But if I
Right.
don't need it, I don't need it. We don't know yet if she's coming with a head sculpt. I'm going to assume she will because she was in the movie with the head sculpt, while showing her face. So I think she's going to come with a head sculpt as well as Miles and 2099 did. But exclusive stuff, I'm not sure yet. I saw that she comes with some type of pink jacket, which might be a nice different look for her. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But I'm pre-ordering Miles. I'm not pre-ordering 2099, and I may pre-order what's her name? Gwen. So now, guys, we got the next topic, which was this guy. Right? So it's insane that we're here today, right now, speaking about this. Everybody's been speculating about, is it coming? Are they making it? They should, blah, blah, blah. Well, here it is. We literally were speaking on it on Saturday when somebody said, I forget who it was. They said, oh, well, what figures do you think are going to come out? This was one of the ones I mentioned. The only one I forgot to mention was Zod. There's a possibility that Zod is coming as well. But we're getting the yellow Flash, the red Flash. We're getting the gray and blue Batman. We're getting, obviously, this Batman, and we're getting Zod. Another thing, guys, that, maybe some of you picked up or not. So this is what they're calling it, modern suit. Okay? So that right there says what?
Multiple figures.
More coming, correct. There are more figures coming. Now, you have here modern suit. Does that mean, are you getting more Batman figures from Michael Keaton? That's a possibility, because remember, we had all those suits in that scene. You had all those different types. You had that snow suit with the mask. You had, all these water. You had the water suit. You had elevation suit. You had all these things, right? So those are a possibility now when they mention modern suit here, right? So that's one. Number two, are they using this because of the gray and blue Batman, and they're going to call it Batman, whatever, blue and gray suit? You know what I mean? That's where I think they're headed. So you got to pay attention to those things as well. You know what I mean? It's not just, oh, Batman's here. Yeah, but Batman, why is it named modern suit? You know what I mean? Why isn't it just called Batman? He's going to be branded the Flash anyway. So why you know what I mean? Why are they naming it that? So that's a huge hint right there. Not only that, but we got the rolling eyes, right? What do you think of this head sculpt?
Amazing. I mean, I don't really have no complaints here. I love the detail. The likeness to Keaton is there for me for pretty much all the angles. I can't wait to see this guy in person. He's gonna look dope.
Wheeler says he has 2 capes. Oh, I didn't know that. That's cool. I got to check which ones they are. DocBat, only one because
I saw that too. That he said that they said that he had 2 capes or whatever, but I'm not sure if they mean that felt piece that's right there around his neck. It's a different material compared to the actual cape itself, so I don't know if they're counting that as a cape, and you just have to put them both over or
no.
what.
I could tell you exactly what they mean. The reason why they said you have 2 capes is, so this is a relaxed cape, right? And then you're going to be able to get the wide, that really big, that right there. So this is a different cape.
Ooh.
You know what I mean? So
and I love how
you're not going to be able to do this pose with this cape, So that's why you're getting 2 capes, because this is the second cape. So
look what's in the background.
Right. So I have a feeling that this is going to be either folded a certain way, or, it's going to be like the what do you call it? It's going to be
Falcon.
No, not the Falcon. It's going to be like the Batman Beyond cape. That little back that's like, you just place it on the back and that's it.
Right.
William says it says one wired and one. Yeah, exactly. So here you go.
Okay.
One wired and one relaxed, which is that one. So it makes sense. Another thing, guys. So I was asking you, Flavio, what do you think of his head sculpt?
the head sculpt, dude, that it looks crazy, man. I can't wait to see it. Like compared between the '89 Cal that we saw already, and this one here, they look amazing, man. Like the head sculpt, I have no complaints whatsoever. Like I feel like we talk about this all the time, but the older the character is, I feel like they just really nail the detail. And Keaton has a specific look, and I think they did a really good job here.
The head sculpt is immaculate. I think this is a 10
Yep.
out of 10. This thing is beautiful. The wrinkles are perfect.
Oh yeah.
The mouthpieces on him are perfect.
They're better than the '89 version. I was looking at it and I was like,
"Yep, look at that,
crazy,
guys.
bro.
This is insane." Let me zoom in real quick, just so you guys could get the detail on that. Look at that. You got rolling eyes. Look at that. Look at that expression right there. How mean is that? This is my favorite one right here.
I like it a lot because it's like it shows a lot of depth in the cow compared to the '89 one. Like I feel like you could really tell, like, okay, this is the same head sculpt that they're showing you, but inside the cow. Like it's crazy.
The suit is beautiful, as you guys can see. The articulation. This is something that they're advertising, so that means that it's going to be, better than your '89. The suit material looks like it's going to be more stretchy for him to be able to squat down like this and bend. So that's a good thing. First edition exclusive accessory. What I think this means, because it's confusing. So what I think this means is this is a first edition exclusive accessory. So first edition meaning this is going to be the first Michael Keaton Batman. I think that there's going to be a second Batman with the Bat computer, which is a huge, huge possibility. So that's why they're naming this first edition, because there are going to be multiple editions of this Batman. So I think this is what they mean by this. Again, I got to pre-order this for this exclusive piece. But I think that's what it means. Look at this. The base is, I don't know what they're doing with the base, but it's not something that it's, like light up. Like it is what it is. They're not giving you a crotch.
You don't like the base?
You like? No, I don't like the base. From the picture, it looks like whatever.
The reason I like it, I think it's just it looks more like as elevated. I don't know, for some reason I like that print. It almost reminds me of the stuff we're starting now.
You're breaking up. I can't hear anything you're saying. You're breaking up. Yeah, he's out. So yeah, guys. So this thing here, again, you guys mentioned 305. This is not bad at all. My thing is, how are you guys going to display this? Head sculpt or cowl? You know what I mean? That's the thing. That's the tricky part. The head sculpt is beautiful, and I think it's too beautiful to waste. But to not have him as Batman sucks. But again, remember, this is only the first Batman modern suit. There will be, what if, picture this. What if, for whatever reason, he ends up going back into the 1989 suit or whatever, 1992 suit. Let's just say the 92 suit. And there's your, vintage suit Batman. You know what I mean? It's a possibility. The fact that they're naming this first edition is for a reason. So we just got to put it together and figure out what else they're doing. So if they are doing multiples, do you really need two of these? Probably not. Are you going to get head sculpts with every single one? Probably not. So that's why you got to figure out, what are you going to do? I already know what I'm doing. I'm getting one of these, and obviously they're going to be more. So depending on how they look or what how they appear to be, then I'll decide how they're going to be displayed, obviously, when the time comes. But that's what I think. That's what I start thinking about right away. It's, oh man, how many do I need? Am I going to be able to get this look out of it? Or is there going to be another one? So that's why I'm only getting one. I've noticed that getting multiples And then, there's another one, another. It's like, oh, what did I do all that? So that's my mentality right now. Head sculpt standing next to DX09. Head sculpt standing. What does that mean? Head sculpt standing next to DX09? What do you mean standing next to? What are you trying to say? Why are you speaking in code, William? But yeah, so guys, another thing. Now that this guy is here, right? A lot of you guys haven't thought about this. And Flavio, I told you about this too. What are the possibilities and what are the chances of getting this? Now that we have an old school looking or an old and aged Michael Keaton.
Yep.
It's a huge possibility now because this is probably what they were waiting for to announce it, because
I think so.
They're most likely going to reuse the head sculpt for this guy, this head sculpt on this guy.
Yep.
Okay? So I think he's definitely coming now. And again, all you see is helmet. You've never seen a head sculpt. There is absolutely no way that Hot Toys is going to give you a brand new head sculpt for a Batman and a Vulture. Not happening in a million years. But I can tell you that they could probably tweak the hair, because the hair is the only difference between, him as the Vulture and him as Michael as Batman. So can it happen? Absolutely, it can happen, and it can happen very, very, very
fast. Yep.
I
think you're right. I think that's what they were waiting for.
It looks like it comes with a stand that holds the cow. Yeah, like the Hot Toys, like the Venom,
or like the Darth Vader.
Not the Venom. What the hell am I talking about? Not the
Venom.
Darth
Vader.
Yeah, no, that's not. Yeah, like that one. No, but I was thinking of the third party Alfred Pennyworth, when he came with that little cowl holder too. That's what I was thinking of. I think the odds are really good. Absolutely. And again, the only thing they have to tweak is the hair. So they obviously put a hair piece, a specific type of hair on him as Batman, and then obviously a different type of hair as for him as Vulture. And there you go, Adrian Toombs, and boom, you got your new figure. Sideshow website checking out is broken right now. Oh. Everybody's trying to buy it.
That's weird.
But yeah, guys, crazy, right? Crazy. And we got shout out to K1 Master as always, doing the comparisons.
Look at that.
Crazy.
That looks really good.
It's crazy.
If I wasn't a collector or knew what Hot Toys was, and you just showed me that picture, I would think it's a still of Michael Keaton.
Exactly. You would. It looks like a What's that? The wax museum.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly. Yep.
It looks like it would be like a person at a wax museum. Look at that.
It does.
I mean, that's not spot on. Like,
I love the wrinkles on the chin. Like, it looks perfect.
It's perfect. Look at that. Perfect.
Beautiful.
So the only thing that they're going to change is the hair, but the figure is beautiful. Anybody, guys, let me know if you're pre-ordering right away.
What? Is that a serious question?
Well, no, I mean, like, are you pre-ordering like right away, like right now, or are you waiting until it's like it's almost sold out, guys? You better hurry up. Oh my God, I'm gonna run now because it's almost gone. Like, are you guys collecting that way, or are you collecting like I'm gonna pre-order like a real collector? Let me know in the chat.
No, that's a good point. I don't think I'm going to pre-order right away, like today when it goes up live. But I just paid off my 89 Batman the other day. So I'm all caught up. I'm ready to go for this guy. I'm just going to try to time it, That's what I do. I don't really have a right rhyme or reason, but I will be pre-ordering this probably within the next month. So.
Oh, look, there was an error with your request. So that means it's not up yet. I can't order it yet.
What's this? The Batman link?
Batman, yeah. Everything else is up for
pre-order. They might have just put it up.
Everything is all messed up. You can't.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, you can't hit nothing.
That's weird.
Except him. You can't do Miles.
Uh-oh.
You can't do Batman.
Uh-oh.
You know what that means? Virus. And you can't do 2099. So there you have it, guys. Website's broken.
Good job, guys.
The collector in the house. What's going on, my friend? He says, I'm seeing the movie first. This is 100% buy for me. Absolutely. It's up. Just pre-ordered. Let's see.
Refresh.
Oh, it's refreshing. Nope, still nothing.
They might be giving.
They don't want me to buy 15 of them, guys.
I was gonna say they probably put you at the back of the list. They want new collectors to buy first.
I know. They're like, at least let them collect.
Fab, give them a chance.
Oh man, it's like just don't take them all. Let them have one. All right, let's see one more time. If I can't get to it, that means
it wasn't meant to be.
Yeah, I'm not meant to order it today.
Or nope. Toys Wonderland, you know.
All right, yep. Toys Wonderland, here I come. All right. All right, guys. So there you have it. So again, we'll be back to talk about this on Saturday, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard. But I wanted to, come on and like I said, when an announcement is important or big like this, I'll be here talking with you guys. Thank you guys for being here as always. Flavio, you going to be around Saturday?
I will not, buddy. I'm heading out for the beach that day, so I won't be seeing fellow collectors possibly until the following Tuesday stream. I will be out for a little bit, but it's a pleasure. Thank you for having me once again.
All right, so there you have it,
guys. Yeah, we'll
see
you guys.
Yeah, so he won't be here Saturday, but I'll probably be. It'll be me and Mike, I believe, and then maybe Luis as well. He may be on board. He's on vacation now, so we'll see. But guys, as always, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.